I'm a former private equity associate turned educational and early careers consultant, and recently I've been doing a bunch of free CV reviews. Today I wanted to give you the top 5 most common mistakes that I see people make, as well as how I would personally resolve or fix them. Make sure you stay till the very end because mistake number 5 is going to absolutely tank your chances of success if you don't rectify it. Let's start off with probably the biggest mistake you can make, and one that's super easy to actually amend and fix, which is poor formatting. By that I mean things like inconsistent font size and font type, a CV that's more than 1 page long if you're still at university, or a CV that's super cramped with basically next to no white space. If you want an example of a strong CV, you can go and download the CV that I used to successfully get into investment banking and private equity completely for free. I'll leave the link to that in the description. The second CV sin that you can make is to use buzzwords but not follow up with sufficient detail. So saying things like you did market research or you did financial analysis is all well and great, but without going into detail on what actual techniques you used, what the context, what the situation was, those terms are just too broad or generic and they really won't do anything to make you stand out. So you need to expand upon those buzzwords and say exactly what you did. Was it financial modeling? Was it surveys? Was it compiling industry reports, etc., etc.? The next mistake is that you're focusing on others. All too often, I see people talk about how they assisted or supported the team, or how they worked alongside senior individuals. And the issue with that is that you come off way too passive. It's as if someone else took the lead or took charge, and that you just played a really minor role, or honestly that the team could have been just fine without you. Your CV is all about bigging yourself up, so try and present yourself in the most positive and proactive way possible, where you really highlight and focus on your own personal contributions. A really underlooked mistake when it comes to your CV is not being well-rounded enough. If you're still at university, being super passionate about your future career is great, but sometimes you can go overboard. It can look like you're really one-dimensional individual with no other interesting qualities or features about you. So you want to show yourself as a really well-rounded individual, someone who both has and excels in lots of different hobbies. In particular, you want to have strong leadership skills, since firms are always looking to hire their future leaders. So if you're still at university, go and get involved with societies and try get a position on the committee. Finally, to round off this video with mistake number 5, remember this is the one that I said was going to absolutely kill your chances of success, is making things up or not making sense. I often see people writing stuff on their CV, trying to sound impressive by using a bunch of technical jargon, only for that sentence to make absolutely no sense to anyone who actually works in that industry. During your interview, the interviewer will almost always have a copy of your CV in front of them, so you've got to be able to explain, defend, and justify every single bullet point of your CV, and usually in quite some length. So it's super important that when you create your CV that you include things that you actually did and not make things up, because you will get caught out in most cases, but also before your interview to go and revise your CV and make sure that you remember and recall just about everything that you did for each bullet point. With that, I've concluded my top 5 mistakes that I see in people's CVs. If you enjoyed this video or you found it useful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. And next, go and check out this video of mine that YouTube has personally recommended for you. With that, thank you guys and see you soon.